Good afternoon, everyone. It is May 20th, 2019. I'm Eric. Hopefully you can't hear that leaf blower going on outside. If I tried to wait for every damn noise that comes up, I would probably never get anything done. But I have a few up, so I'm going to try to knock out a few different things here in one video. So, China Z sends Trump a message, rare earth exports ban coming. And that's not a good thing for the United States. That's not a good thing for any of us. And that means prices are going to rise on certain goods. Yep. So back in April, Tyler Durden explained that among the 5 nuclear options Beijing has to retaliate against the United States, one was the block of rare earth exports to the U.S., potentially crippling countless U.S. supply chains that rely on these rare earth commodities, and forcing painful and costly delays in U.S. production as alternative supply pathways had to be implemented. And that is significantly bad for us. Significantly. I can't overstate how bad this is. But we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. But I would expect the price of phones and gaming devices, computers, all this kind of stuff to go up. Electric cars and certain other cars. Drastically. Anyway, I thought I would share that one with you. Now, amid mounting war talk, Pentagon leaves reporters in the dark. And this comes from Jason Dietz at antiwar.com. As Trump administration officials continue to talk up war with Iran, one would expect the reporters assigned to the Pentagon to be working overtime to get the specifics of what is happening. But that's not happening. The Pentagon has been increasingly opaque about everything ongoing in the military, and is no better when it comes to the potential Iran war, as there just flat out aren't any official briefings to get information from. In fact, it's been almost an entire year since May 31st, 2018, the last time the Pentagon had an official on-camera press briefing. Off-camera gaggles for reporters were once a weekly occurrence, but there have been none since none in 2019. So, to me, that says that it's very, very possible they're trying to keep everything pertaining to the war quiet, so it's a surprise to not only Iran, but the rest of us. So there's that. Let's see here. Yeah. Body cam video missing from 17 cops who raided 4-year-old boy's birthday party, pointed guns at kids, and destroyed the home. How convenient is that? That happened in Chicago. But all these kids got their got guns pointed at them for no good damn reason. Why does this continue to be allowed to happen? Remember, they also flashbanged a baby, for crying out loud, in Georgia. So there's no reason to think this behavior isn't going to continue. It's only gotten worse over the course of my life. A lot worse. I mean, back in the day, you might get your ass beat real good, but they weren't just openly executing people in public. And they do this now. And then over here, Free Thought Project, city steals elderly man's home for having a cluttered yard, fines him $60,000. He won a lawsuit against the city, and now they're coming after him after he won the lawsuit for something else, and they fined him $60,000. You know, it's just okay for the government bodies to steal from you any way they can conjure up, right? It sounds an awful lot like a mafia move to me, but what do I know? They have a increasingly common practice called health and safety receiverships. And this is where receiverships allow a city to take temporary ownership of a property to fix an imminent danger to a community, like a structurally unsound building. The owner then would receive a bill for the work done. The bill is attached to the property in the form of a property lien. If the homeowner cannot pay the bill, the receiver can sell the property. So, and they have a different kind of receivership here that gives them even more authority. When a city takes temporary ownership of property and then charges the homeowner for work they didn't consent to having done, many times the homeowner is unable to pay for it. At this point, the city takes full ownership of the property and flips the house, making a huge profit in the process. So they're stealing people's property and then flipping it for a profit. That's what happens when you give people authority over you. You give people an inch, they take a mile. Just look at it like this. If you give your 3-year-old child an inch, what does he do, or she? They take it way beyond that, right? Well, same thing here. And it goes for any of them. Cops, presidents, congressmen, governors, you name it, mayors. We give them this authority, and this is what they do with it. They steal our property. And by the way, we gave them something that wasn't ours to give in the first place. We don't have the authority to go around and steal other people's property. So how can we delegate that authority to any government body? As far as I know, you can't give what you don't have. You have a right to defend yourself. You have a right to be safe in your property. You have all kinds of natural rights. But being able to steal other people's property is not one of them. And giving the state the power to do so is not one of them. You do not have that power in the first place, so it cannot be delegated, at least not morally. They might be able to do it. That's only because they have a small standing army at their disposal, right? They have a SWAT team, a specialized army there, and they will use it on you. won't they? Just to defend himself from these thieves, Mugger was forced to use all of his life savings to pay for an attorney. What a blood-sucking scumbag that attorney is. To fight the city to clean up his property. Luckily, this successfully won him his home back after the city stole it. However, last November, likely angry at the fact that they had been beaten, the city sued Mugger for attorney's fees to pay the law firm that helped them try to steal his home. Isn't that nice of them? And this fee is $60,000. 60 grand. Yep. And they're suing him because he engaged in obstructive tactics. That is, he tried to defend himself in court. Right? That's his obstructive tactics. Ron asked the court to reconsider the receivership because it wasn't necessary. And he disputed some of the city's allegations for defending his property rights. Ron now owes tens of thousands of dollars. One would think that government organizations who claim to be in place to protect citizens from the life of thievery and extortion would not be so overt when committing these acts of thievery and extortion. Sadly, however, as Mugger's case illustrates, this is not the case. For defending himself from thieves who stole his home, Mugger is now being forced to pay those very thieves. And this is truly a travesty of justice, especially when you have cops getting away with shit like this. I mean, it's just bullshit. Little kids can't even have birthday parties and be safe from cops now. Isn't that fucked up? Think about that for a minute. And they say there's a war against them. I have to disagree. You're the one waging war. So, yep. A lot of shit going on. Too much to catch. And as I said before, I can definitely use a secondary person on here. Definitely. So if any of you may be interested in joining me, holler at me. Hit me up in the comment section. Until next time, kill the state and live free.